Thank you for joining me today. I thought it'd be fun if we take a good look at Transformers Generation Legacy Evolution Prime Universe Dreadwing. So let's get a better look at him. And here we have Dreadwing right out of packaging. And I am loving the details that we have out of this guy. Let's just take the cannon and just move it out of the side right now. There we go. And let's just take a look at him. I am loving that head sculpt. That is definitely calling Dreadwing right there. I love the gold, the red. There's actually transparent red for his eyes. And there is a little bit of a light piping underneath there. So if you get him underneath the right light, that's going to shine really nicely. I think this is the Decepticon Vanguard symbol that we have here, which is nice. I like the gold. I love the blue. Everything on this looks pretty good. I'm liking it so far. We have ratchet joints in the shoulders. We have a bicep swivel. There is also an elbow joint. There is open hand almost. We have a wrist articulation. Let's see, the head can rotate 360. There is a little bit of up and down, so that is really cool. Let's see, waist articulation, we can get 360. That is really nice. Let's see, with his legs, they can come back that far. They can come up, they can come up that high. See, the knee joint is right about there. It's okay. See, ankle articulation a little bit. I do want to come back here for a second, because if you open up this part, the thrusters you can actually move, but they don't mention anywhere else in the instructions, and it's kind of like, why? When it covers and you can't really get that thruster back to get really more of a good posability, so that's a bit of annoying. Other than that, this figure is looking good. Let's take a look at his accessory. And you're not going to stand up, are you? No, okay, lay down then. Alright. Now this actually comes in, you can actually take it apart, which is really weird. I wish it was actually one piece, but this is actually transparent red, just painted over that. And once you take this out, you can actually take out his sword. There we go. Now what's sad is that it's not really straight. It kind of bends a little bit, but that's okay. He can actually wield them all. Just be careful. I've noticed there is a little nudge right there. So you just have to be careful and let his go through his fingers and thumb. So now he can wield his sword, and I forget I don't know if it was a martial arts that he was using for wielding his sword. I thought it was kind of interesting. So he can wield his sword, and at the same time, we can actually, since this is actually on a ball joint, you can actually, since there's a nice groove, collapse that. I think that's really cool. That's really a nice touch, just to blend everything in. And if you want to, he can actually hold it underneath. So you can take out some Autobots. Let's transform Dreadwing. So let's go ahead and remove his accessories. And there we go. If you can just stand up real quickly. Like I said, you can actually, since there is a nice hole gap right there, you can actually take the blade, fold that in. And there is actually hollow gaps right there, so you can just fit that right in. And there we go. So we're just going to place that off to the side. So one of the things I'm going to start off with is here at the elbow, because it's actually on a hinge. So what's going to happen is just going to happen just like that. We're going to come up here, and we're just going to bring out that panel. We're going to bring the fists in. And if you want to, you can leave his head open like that. That's okay. Okay, now we're going to come here, and we're going to bend it right there. Bring this panel open and bring in the fists. Okay. Want to come here to the back. Just going to spread that apart. There we go. And I guess since we can do that, you want to move these pieces up. So you actually want this to be upwards. So got that out of the way. There we go. Let's get some of this. So we can get to this cockpit here, and we're just going to move that up. We also want to take these right here, and we want to push Dreadwing's head back. There we go. And I'm just going to lift this up and this up, trying to get things out of the way. We want to take this nose cone, and we're just going to hinge that right in, and we're just going to take that landing gear. We're just going to push it right back up, close on that cockpit, bring everything up, and it will... Oh, come on. There you go. There we go. And we're just going to leave everything off to the side just like that. We're going to turn here. And what's going to happen is we're going to bring these forward. So let's get this and that, just like so. So you want to bring the arms over this way. There is some pegs with some holes. So get that all lined up. And now we bring this over. So now we have something like that. We want to collapse these and clip them into place. Come here to the arms, and we're just going to bring this all the way down. There we go. Snaps right into place. We can actually take the shoulder joints, and we can just snug them right into place, just like that. We're going to come here, and we're just going to turn the feet just in like that, as we also want to bring this out. Now, there is a peg, and it's going to fit in that hole. So, go right in there. So we have that peg with that hole. And now, close up on those feet. There we go. And bring this around, and we have a hole. There is a peg, and that's going to fit right there. Come on. There you go. Alright, so let's bring that wing out of the way. So now we just take this and move this up around. Like I said, there is a hole right there with a peg slot. And there we go. And there we go. And we just want to make sure that certain wings are where they need to be. And now we have Dreadwing fully transformed. And there is storage. There we have a hole. Here we can take his gun. And now he can fly over Autobots and take them out. What you actually have here too, there is some landing gears that you can actually pull out. There we go. We saw this earlier, so we can actually, and just to show, so you can actually see that actually has some nice clearance to it. So that is really nice. Let's transform Dreadwing back into his robot mode. So let's just close up on those landing gears. And these always want to stay down, but you can have them up. But we can have them down for right now. We actually want to come here to the wing, and we just want to pop that up. Same thing on the other side here. There we go. So now what we want to do is take the legs, bring them down, and off to the side. So fold over and bring down. bring those wings out. So we have a hole right here, and there's a peg. So close up on that. Bring this up around, and that will cover just like that. We can bring the feet out. There we go. And now we're going to come here to the shoulders. Get those straightened up all the way. And then maybe get that out of the way just to be like that. We're going to come here to the wings. And we're going to spread those apart. Kind of get that just like so. And we're going to turn right there. And now we're going to bring out the arms. There we go. Just kind of get them out of the way. And now what we want to do is flip these wings over. So we're going ahead and do that. Flip that over. And now we want to take the time. Why don't you? No, there we go. Flip those around. So make sure that the wing is out of the way. So we can, the other way, there we go. So it's just like that. Just want to make sure that we have things there. Now we want to come here and snap it just like that. Oh, I guess I did want it right about there, but here we go. Now we want to open up the cockpit. And now we want to bend at the nose cone, just like so. And now I know everything's in the way, so now we want to take this part, and it's going to go right into a slot right here. So just going to bring this. There we go. Bring that down, and now these parts and the grooves are going to go right inside there. So let's get you going. So we got that up there. And I know it's these hands. So we have that part that will go over that lip right there. There we go. Just going to, and then we can swing everything back over this way. Let's take the time and let's close up on the wings. Okay, let's get that cockpit right about there. Okay, so we got that done. And now, actually, let's come here to the arms and straighten them out. Bring the hands out, close up on that panel. Straighten out the elbows. There we go. And you can just bring them back in. They don't click into place. So we're just going to straighten that out and bring the shoulders up over just like that. And we want to bring and slide his head up forward. And now we have, oh no, come on, you're supposed to, there you go. Now he's fully transformed. Real quickly, I just want to do a size comparison. So I'm just going to take Dreadwing, just take him off to the side just right there. We don't have a Megatron yet, but I do have the Netflix Megatron that we have here. And you can clearly see how tall Dreadwing is. This is a tall figure. So let's take out Megatron. And now he can be compared with Optimus. That's not bad. You can clearly see how tall of a figure Dreadwing is, and he is a big boy. Alright, with Dreadwing, I know one of the things I had a problem with is the shoulders, because they pop out, and there's no really way for them to click into place into the shoulders, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. But I have a feeling they did that on purpose, and I want to bring in his weapon to show that. Because if you get him in some good poses, let's try to get that in there. Come on, there we go. Because it doesn't matter which way you try to position it, his shoulders want to come out. So they're trying to make some good posability of him wielding his gun right there. So I understand why they did that. And let's just bring in that blast effect in right there. And now he can start taking down some Autobots. My final thoughts. Dreadwing is a good figure. Like I said before, I have a big problems with that shoulder, that it doesn't snap into the torso itself. Like I said, I understand why they did that, to give him more of a posability to wield his weapon. I think majority, when you're transforming him, the top half, I find it's a bit of a mess, and they don't give you enough clearance to move things around. So I feel like that's a bit of a mess right there. I think he's also backpack heavy, so that's a little disappointing. And the heels back here, like, I wish there was able to push out more until you push out those wings. Then you could push out those thrusters. And I don't know if that kind of helps or gives it a better heel. But that is an option. You just have to have the wings stick out. Something I've noticed. I just doesn't make any sense to me. This doesn't go anywhere. Baffles me. It's like a secret. Well, with that said, I just want to thank you all for watching. If you could just do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button down below, let me know in the comments if you think he's shelf-worthy. And until next time, you'll be hearing me in the next video. Everybody have a great day!